everyone. So today we're going to talk about time, but probably not in the way you're used to thinking about it. Forget a straight line from past to future. We're diving into a much bigger, more epic idea, time as a giant, repeating cycle of creation and destruction, straight from Hindu cosmology. So let's just start with this one big question. Really think about it. What if our entire universe, from the Big Bang to whatever its final end might be, was just one turn of a wheel in a cycle that goes on forever?
You see, the core idea here is both incredibly simple and just massive. The entire existence of our cosmos, everything we know, is said to happen in a single breath of the Creator, Brahma. When he exhales, a universe blossoms into being. And when he inhales, well, it all goes away, just waiting to start over.
Now this single cycle of creation, this one cosmic breath, has a name. It's called a kalpa. Think of it as one single day in the life of Brahma. For us, though, it's the entire lifespan of our universe. So you're probably wondering, just how long is one of these cosmic days?
Get ready for this. 4.32 billion years. That's a number that's pretty hard to even wrap your head around, right? And this epic story, it doesn't just happen all at once. It's actually broken down into 4 different ages, or yugas, and each one has its own unique feel.
So let's start at the very beginning, with the first and, well, the most perfect age of them all. This is the Satya Yuga, what's often called the Golden Age, a time of pure, absolute truth.
And to help us picture this whole thing, there's this really cool metaphor. The state of virtue and truth in the world, which is called Dharma, is pictured as a bull. Now, in this first perfect age, the bull is rock solid, standing strong on all 4 legs. But, as we're about to see, with each age that passes, it loses a leg, showing how righteousness slowly crumbles over time.
So what was it actually like back then? Just try to imagine this. People lived for 100,000 years. There were no laws because there was no need for them. Evil and lies just didn't exist. Gods and humans literally walked the earth side by side. You didn't have to go to school to learn wisdom. It was just part of you. It was an age of perfect peace. This is the absolute high point.
But you know how it goes. That kind of perfection can't last. The cosmic cycle has to keep turning, and so, the long, slow decline begins as we move through the next 2 ages.
This chart here just lays it out perfectly. After the Golden Age, we get the Treta Yuga. The bull of Dharma is now on 3 legs. Human lifespans drop, a lot, down to 10,000 years. Desire and ambition enter the world, so people start creating rituals to try and stay connected to the divine. Then, after that, comes the Dwapara Yuga. Now the bull is wobbly, standing on just 2 legs. Lifespan is down to 1,000 years, and the world is filled with doubt and conflict. People actually need written scriptures now just to remember right from wrong.
And all of that brings us to the 4th and final age, the age of darkness, the age of chaos, the Kali Yuga.
And here's the real kicker. This isn't just some ancient myth we're talking about. According to this cosmic calendar, the Kali Yuga, that's our time. That's right now. The bull of Dharma is barely balancing on its very last leg.
And yeah, the descriptions of this age are pretty grim. Lifespans are short, under 100 years, our bodies are weaker. Being a good person is often seen as being foolish, while having wealth is the only thing that matters. Leaders tend to exploit people instead of protecting them, and truth, well, it gets buried under an avalanche of lies. It's the low point of the whole cycle.
Okay, so that sounds incredibly bleak, I know. But wait, hidden right in the middle of all this darkness of the Kali Yuga, there's this amazing, hopeful paradox. You could almost call it a cosmic secret. And this is the twist. Because the world is so spiritually dark, because it's so hard to do the right thing, any small act of goodness, any tiny bit of virtue brings a massive spiritual reward. It's almost like a final act of cosmic mercy, making the path to liberation easiest right when we need it the most.
And check this out. This comparison really puts it into perspective. Back in the perfect golden age, you might have had to meditate for 1,000 years to reach a certain level of enlightenment. But now, in our chaotic dark age, the texts say that just sincerely chanting a divine name with real heart can give you that exact same reward. Pretty amazing, right? So what happens when our dark age finally runs its course, when that poor bull of Dharma finally collapses? Well, that's not the end of the story. Not at all. Because in a circle, every end is just a brand new beginning.
At the end of the Kali Yuga, the universe goes through what's called pralaya, the Great Dissolution.
Brahma finally takes that deep breath in, and everything, all of creation, is consumed by fire and flood. But this isn't an apocalypse like we think of it. It's more like a cosmic reset button being pushed.
And this just shows you the beautiful rhythm of it all. After the final darkness and the great flood, everything that ever was is saved, resting inside a tiny, dormant golden seed. And it waits until Brahma awakens and exhales once again. And with that new breath, a brand new, perfect Satya Yuga, a new golden age, is born. The whole 4.32 billion year cycle starts all over again.
So, what's the big takeaway here? This whole cosmic story is suggesting that nothing is random. Even the chaos and the conflict that we see around us, it's all part of a predictable, divine rhythm. It's a darkness that we have to go through to get to the guaranteed dawn on the other side. And so that leaves us with one last thing to think about. If we choose to see it this way, that even the worst chaos is just one part of a much bigger, divine plan, how does that change how we look at the world today and what we think about our future?